Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the In Focus series of Holy Name University. In Focus is a series of panel discussions about programs and course offerings and activities of Holy Name University, bringing relevant, up-to-date information to our stakeholders, our parents, our students, our prospective and future enrollees. This afternoon, we bring to you live from the Holy Name University Marketing and Advertising Office. In focus, Father Nestor Ubalde, Junior SVD, the current Presidential Assistant for Religious Education and Mission. So without further ado, let's deep dive into conversations with Father Ness. Good afternoon, Father.
Hello, good afternoon, Bear.
And good afternoon also to our avid fans, our viewers, our followers in Facebook. Thank you, Father, for heeding our invitation to be this afternoon's guest in Focus and for bringing us new current information about the Center for Religious Education and Mission. So, Father, if you can show yourself and turn on your video, I will give you now the virtual floor and the virtual stage to you. So tell me about yourself, Father, your personal life, your education, your missionary journey, anything that you can tell us. Yes.
Okay, shall I start?
Yes, Father, please. Thank you for joining us this afternoon.
You're welcome. First of all, as mentioned earlier, my name is Father Nes Ubalde, and I was born in Ingoog City, Misamis Oriental. And by the way, the other day I saw in the newspaper that the average life expectancy here in the Philippines is 71 years old. I have reached that average life expectancy. And
wow. You don't look it, Father.
And I have some connections with Bohol, because although I am from Ingoog City, Misamis Oriental, President Garcia, a Boholano, made our place a city, made Hingoog a city.
Oh.
And also, anyhow, in our family, we used to be nine in the family. After my two other sisters died during the war, and even before we were born. Concerning my education, I studied my elementary in Hingoog City. And then after my first year high school in Christ the King Academy in Hingoog City, 6 of us entered Christ the King Mission Seminary in Quezon City. Father Alphonse Lesage was my very first provincial superior then when I entered Christ the King. The RVM sisters inspired and recruited us to enter the seminary. So that was after my father died in a plane crash in Davao City. In June of 1963, this is the most memorable for me because I was accepted in Christ the King Seminary, Spania Extension, Quezon City. 2 of my classmates in Christ the King were Bulanon. I'm sure you will be surprised. My classmate was Albert Tinampay, now
Oh,
attorney
Attorney
Al
Al.
Tinampay, and Father Nick Simbahon, the brother of Angie,
Iba.
the brother of Angie Iba. So, but in the meantime, I think Nick has passed away. After 4 years in high school, in and 2 years in college in Christ the King Seminary, I was accepted in the novitiate in Tagaytay City. So this is the story of my vocation then. No, I like uh, I how do you call it? I love the seminary because even before entering, I saw in the prospectus that Christ the King is a very beautiful place. We have basketball courts, we have swimming pool, and our place looks like a castle. No, so I said, "This I will like this place." No, so in fact, I stayed there for 6 years. No, and after that, our class was accepted to Tagaytay. So I started my novitiate in Tagaytay. That was around 1969. There in Tagaytay, I had my 2 years philosophy. And then after 2 years philosophy, I had my 1 year regency, which was also in Christ the King Seminary. And then after 4 years after regency, I went back to Tagaytay again. And then I stayed for another 4 years to study my theology. Finally, after all my studies, I was ordained, we were ordained priests on June 12, 1976.
Okay,
Shall I
wow.
con-
Yes, Father, please go ahead. So after ordination, where were your assignments, your mission assignments?
Okay. So um, after our ordination, we were told to choose 3 places which we would like to go, mission places. So the first thing that I did was to uh, apply in Mindanao. No, I wanted to be back in Mindanao because of the experience of the JKK or Basic Ecclesial Community when I did my uh, summer job there in Mindanao. So, but anyhow, my uh, how do you call it? My mission appointment was changed. No, they said that you have to change your choice. You have to put a foreign mission, not only Mindanao, because there were 3 choices. So I put there Papua New Guinea, Mindanao, and Papua New Guinea. And they, my superior said, "Congratulations, you are going to Papua New Guinea." So on September 5, 1977, I left the Philippines for Papua New Guinea. So that was my assignment. And I stayed there starting September 5, 1977 until May of 1990. But in the meanwhile, I was coming home after 5 years for my vacation. Uh, After my assignment in Papua New Guinea, I asked my superiors that I be transferred back to the Philippines because I had some uh, not so good experience there. No, so I was almost killed. So I said to myself, I think I give myself a chance. I'll go back to the Philippines and serve the Philippine province. So I was supposed to go to Australia. My superior in Australia met me in Papua New Guinea, and he said, "Nestor, I think it would be good for Australian province for you to come, and serve in the Australian province, SVD Australian province. I said, yes, Father, I'm very much willing. But because they have to find a province for me after leaving Papua New Guinea, I said, I would like to go back first to the Philippines. So he assigned me to Southern Province. And when the provincial of the Australian province saw that, he was not happy with it. So he said that, okay, Father, he was really, I mean, he was disappointed that I changed my, I
Vision.
changed my assignment. So although I still went to Australia after that, then I stayed with a Filipino family there. Then later on, I went to Epping, which was our provincial house there in Australia. And I talked with the provincial and I told him what happened. So anyhow, I went back to the Philippines, and coming back, I met Father Ernie Lagura, SVD, a former president of HNU also. And he was our provincial. So he said, Nes, I would like to ask you to go to Divine Word College in Tagbilaran. So I said, I would love to do that. So I accepted the assignment, and for the first time in my life, I came to Bohol. I think that was the first time that I came to Bohol.
This
And
was
then
1991,
1990,
1992.
1990, that was where I met you.
Yes, I was still a student at that time.
Yeah,
Nursing
you were
student and then a teacher.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
So I came to here in Divine Word College, and then I taught the high school, and even some of my students are still around here at HNU, and they're still, I can still see them, no? Some of
Yes.
them are employed here at HNU. And after 4 years here, or even before I left here, I left Divine Word College. I went first to Nemi, Italy, for my spiritual renewal. So when I was in Nemi, I was thinking about my life, about my assignment, about everything. When I came home, I decided to go to a pastoral work because that is really my line of interest. So I told Father Kamatsu, was then the president, who took the place of Father Larry Luable, because when I went to Nemi, Father Larry Luable was the president. And when I came back, it was already Father Flor Kamatsu. So I told Father Flor that, Father Flor, I would like to go to another experience, since it was a very happy experience for me here at Divine Word. Pero I thought I would belong more to a place where it is more pastoral. So I was assigned first. Father Pernia then was our provincial, Father Tony Pernia, and he said that I should be going to Dinagat Island to take the place of Father Democrito Malasarte. So I was preparing myself, and then I left Bohol with a sad heart. Anyhow, I was on my way supposed to be to Dinagat Island, when the provincial said, I'm sorry, but there is a change of assignment. Is it okay for you if you go to Agusan del Sur, to Veruela? So I said, there's no problem with me, Father. Anyhow, I came from the mission, so it's no problem with me. So instead of going to Dinagat, I went to Veruela, Agusan del Sur. If I can say that one of the biggest things I did in that parish was to make parish policy. We had what do you call that? I initiated a parish pastoral assembly, and then uh, we made a policy about the membership of the parish, who can become members and from what place, and all this tithing, how much should each family give, and all those things. That was in 1995, 1996. We did that. No? It's about BEC, but actually it's uh, here it's called BEC. It's called BEC, and but JKK, Gagmayng Kristohanong Katilingban.
Yes.
And then that was it, no? I was in Agusan, and then after 3 or 4 years, I was transferred to our district house in Trento, Agusan del Sur, as treasurer of that place. So I stayed in that place, and I was only about 2 years there when Father Provincial asked me to go to uh, Santa Josefa, another parish. And so I took over the parish from Father Danny Nubal. So that was only 1 year. After 1 year, we with SVDs and the bishop talked about turning over the parish to the diocese. So I turned over Santa Josefa parish to the diocese. So dili na siya SVD. And then after that, the provincial was looking at assignment for me because I was already 4 years there. And he said, I think it would be good for you to go to Cebu. So I went to Divine Word Formation Center in Cebu. And I was supposed to be the spiritual director of the brother candidates there, SVD brother candidates in Cebu. There was only one who succeeded to become a brother. Among the 12 of them, Brother Franco, no, he became a final bower, Brother Franco SVD. And I stayed only for 1 year there because somebody from Botswana, a friend of Father Pat de los Reyes, Brother Egay, who died only about a year ago, Brother Egay, came over to the place, to Divine Word Formation Center, and took over the
spiritual director.
Not the spiritual director, but the treasurer.
Okay.
Treasurer. So I left the place because they said that they need somebody to go to Sabang, San Juan, Surigao City, no, because there was a problem there. So the parish priest was taken out, so I had to go. So I went there with Father Roger Alasan, the late Father Roger Alasan, who was our district superior, and at the same time, he was also our parish priest, and I was the assistant of Father Roger Alasan. So I stayed in Sabang, Surigao City for I think about 2 years, and then after 2 years, I was told again by our superior that you have to go to Dinagat because Father Salvador.
Finally,
Father,
Dinagat became a...
yeah. I never thought that I would be going to that place. But anyhow, I went to Dinagat, and I was assigned there for another 2 years, I think. And then I turned over again the parish to the diocese. No? So when I left, it became parish for the diocesan priests. After I left Dinagat, I went to Canada and the US for my vacation, for my holiday. And then when I came back, I was told that you are going to University of San Carlos. So that was why Father Jerome was already there when I came. No? So I came to USC, to San Carlos, and then I work as a campus, one of the chaplains. I work as a campus minister there. And then I was transferred. First, I was in the girls' high. Now it is called the
South Campus.
South Campus. And then later on, after 1 year, not even 1 year, I was transferred to the main campus. Now they call it downtown campus. And then after that, after 1 year, I was transferred to Telamban because of an emergency. And then after 1 year, I went back to the main campus or the downtown campus now. So I worked there as a chaplain, no? And after my chaplaincy there in San Carlos, the university president said that he would like to have a new team in the campus ministry. So Father Provincial Heinz Coloki said that this is the situation, Pardenes, and where would you like to go? So I said, I would like to go back to Sabang if it is possible. Now, if it is not possible, it's up to you. So he said, are you amenable? If you go to Bohol, Father Flo Kamatsu needs an assistant. So I said, so it was the first. So when I said, yes, Father, I would be very happy to go there. So I transferred again to, from San Carlos, I went to Busao as assistant of Father Flor Kamatsu. That's why
we had all those bike
yeah.
Busao bike rides.
You even wrote the how do you call it?
The press release.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So how do you call it? Mr. Mario Relampagos was very instrumental in helping that the place. So
with that house, yes.
So that was it. I was in Busao, and I thought there was not much challenge in Busao, no, because I came from big parishes. I had lots of things to do. When I came to Busao, there was actually, honestly, there was not much to do except to celebrate Mass. No? So I said to myself, I guess if I would be staying here for another, I don't know what will happen to me. And then Father Provincial Heinz Kuluki understood my situation. And so one time during a board meeting, he called me and he said, Nestor, how would you like to work in the campus ministry here? I said, oh, Father, that would be a saving, how do you call it? A saving thing for me. But anyhow, even when I was in Busao, I was already helping the campus ministry here, celebrating Mass and hearing confessions during recollections and so on. So that was it. So I came over to here. That was 2011. I came back to no longer Divine Word, but Holy Name University. Yeah. So I was again one of the chaplains, and most of the time, I think Father Sam Clarin was the director of the campus ministry, and I think 4 years ago or 3 years ago, Father Dudes told us that we should have this. We should combine the campus ministry. It should not only be campus ministry, it should become CREAM or Center for Religious Education and Mission. So he said we will combine the academic, the re-ed, and the liturgy or spirituality of this group. So mauto siya. I became a chaplain here. And then last year only, or last school year, no, this school year only. Yeah, there was a crisis because Father Sam Clarin, our present presidential assistant for
religious education,
and mission, was transferred to Banat A, to start a new seminary there for the SVD. So I took over his place, although how you call that? I was not really keen on on that kind of responsibility, because I know it's a very big responsibility. But anyhow, to help the president, because he was the one who told me, Father Ness, please, would you accept the? I said, could you not find another one? And so I said, you can. So in the evening, after that talk with Father Dudes, in the evening, I was already thinking maybe I should accept it, or because I don't know if I can do it at my age, no. So anyhow, when I went down for breakfast, Father R.R. Rodriguez was around. So I told him that, what should I do? Should I accept this invitation of Father Dudes? And this is what he told me. He said, Father Dudes, please accept uh, that job, no? Because we should help Father Dudes. So I said, okay. So before going to Father Dudes, to tell him that, Father Dudes, I will accept your offer. Father Roger, I was here in the office with Father Roger Bagaw, the new provincial, called me and said, Father Ness, would you accept the job? I said, yes, Father, I have already made up my mind. I will accept it. Although I don't know if I am up to the challenge, but anyhow, I said, I will just accept it. So, and then Father Dudes, I had a talk with Father Dudes, and he was so happy that I accepted the job. So that is how I became now the presidential assistant for religious education and mission.
And who else would be in that best to be in that position than you, having gone through all that colorful missionary journey, Father, from uh, parish to the mission abroad, and then pastoral care, and then school, chaplaincy, and then now back to school, back to the university. So I became teary-eyed when I heard that. I met you in the 90s when I was a first year teacher
Yeah.
at Divine Word College. Your classroom was beside mine. And remember how I was writing from end to end of the board. And we started uh, remember the friends of Tarsius with Mom Linda and Father
Yeah,
Jerome,
yeah,
and
that's right.
organize all of those. And then
Especially during election time, I think we had that group.
okay, yes. And then we met again in Busao with sa Busao kini
Tama.
bike trail bike ride organizing groups to donate to the
To the parish.
construction, yes, of
Yeah,
the
construction.
church. I'm sure it was a challenge also because like how the floods and the flooding and the earthquake damaged the church, and it had to be reconstructed, and now it's
Yes.
back. So welcome to both of us in our different positions in Holy Name University. And you're right, we're just here to help the Father President do all this work, especially in the new normal. And Father, I am also here to help, like the cream and your office, like do all, like uh, broadcast or, like inform people about what is going on in that
Mm.
office. So congratulations and thank you
So,
very much for sharing your journey.
okay.
So, Father, let's talk
Mm.
about this new position of yours, the presidential assistant for religious
It's-
education and mission. What does it involve? What does it cover? What do you do in there? What are your responsibilities? Don't don't be stressed when we talk about this, but this is just for information purposes,
yeah,
and so we know. Yes.
okay. So, uh, as I said earlier, no, the CREAM, the Center for Religious Education and Mission, is a combined effort with the teachers of the REED, or religious education, and also our mission here in the campus, our ministering here in the campus. So, I, first of all, when I attended the first meetings I had with cabinet and all this university council and dean's council, I told many people, I told the SVDs that this is quite taxing because our meeting starts from 2 o'clock until 6 o'clock, and I'm not used to that kind of life. So, but anyhow, I learned something out of those meetings, and especially with Father President, who was very clear about what he wants. No,
Yes.
so and this is what I got from Father President. His dream of this ambrosial maneuver project. I think you also have gone through with that, no?
Yes.
The ambrosial maneuver project. So I wouldn't want anymore to say what that means, but in our part as Center for Religious Education and Mission, I have defined four, how do you call that? Four items, very important items that the Center for Religious Education and Mission must do. And first, I would like to, the first project that I was thinking was the so-called BEC, or the Basic Ecclesial Community Project. The Basic Ecclesial Community is based on the vision mission of HNU, and that is HNU becomes a model of BEC. That's part of the vision mission. And to my understanding, BEC is a pastoral spiritual activity done by clusters on a monthly basis. That is our activity. But right now, the program is on hold because of the pandemic restrictions by the government. However, CREAM continues to plan and study how BEC can be effectively implemented and fostered in the university. And this is our resolve. As soon as face-to-face is allowed, the program will be restarted. So right now, I'm just checking the list of those members, no? And one of the things I found out was the disparity of the number of members. One group is, there's one group with 27 members, or one or two groups with 27 members. There's another group with 3 members. There's another group with 5 members. There's another group with 11, another group with 16. So I think we have to address that. I think that's one of the, it's not really a problem, but just
a matter of organization.
Yeah, just a matter of organization. And I also met these people, the so-called cluster leaders. I met them and I had a talk with them. I had some questions that I would like to know what is going on in the BEC. So secondly, that's the BEC number one. Second is the radio program, which we are airing now, right now, at 9 o'clock in the morning until 9:30 or 9:20. The program is, how do you call that? The SVDs will take turns in leading the morning prayer and reflection, although other invited guests are also welcome. So maybe one day I could also ask you to give, to lead the morning prayer and reflection. Yeah, that is always possible.
Why not?
No?
Yes, Father.
Not only SVDs, but other invited guests, no?
Yes, Father.
And that is why maybe later on, no? I'll have to ask you to post this in our HNU official about the
Yes.
radio program.
It's currently on layout, Father. The announcement is already currently being laid out by our layout artist.
Okay. Thank you. We have already started last Monday,
Yes.
and I asked Father Dudes to be the first, the Father President to be the first to do it. And he asked me one time, the next in the afternoon, he called me and he said, "You did not announce it." So,
No.
sayang akong preparation. But anyhow, yesterday when I had mine, I went around and I saw that they were the nursing department, the College of Health and Sciences radio was on, the senior high school radio was on,
Yes.
and everybody and somebody was telling me the radio around that area there in the Bates building was also loudly on. So okay, so
The speakers, our speakers.
yeah.
Yeah.
But we still have to announce it to the office. Whenever I go to one office, I will try to tell them that, do you have a radio here? You put it on at 9 o'clock. But that's only from Monday to Friday. Okay, that's the second program that I was thinking about. And the third one is the virtual recollection, which we have not done yet.
Yes.
We have to set a date and a time when that will be. And the idea is to have a pre-recorded 20-minute talk on the topic of witness to the words, science, society, culture, or a recollection on the core values of HNU via Google Classroom. And I will ask Mr. Loreto Oxtero to take care of the Google Classroom. And then after the 20-minute talk, a pre-recorded 20-minute talk, the students will be invited to join on that particular subject. So that means we will give the recollection and we will ask the students to join to and then after the session after the session, a live mass will follow at the SVD chapel. Kay, these were saying there's a strong signal there in the SVD. And so, yeah. And then after the mass, the students will then be asked by the teacher to make a reflection paper. Mura siya o kanang performance task. That's only an idea now, no? And we're still working on it. So that's number 3, virtual recollection. Number 4, there is at the moment we are working on the workbook for students of CREAM. That means students in the elementary, the junior high school, the how do you call that? The Christian living, and then the senior high school. What do you call it? Rootedness to the word, and then the college department, the witness to the word, science, culture, and society. We are still working on that, and I hope we will be able to finish that at the end of the year. So I wrote here, it's ongoing, and it will be done by the CREAM faculty. You have already made each one is already a member of the group of which unit they're going to work on. And lastly, I'm thinking about the outreach program.
The mission
Right?
part.
Pardon?
The mission
Yeah,
part.
the mission part. Yeah. There's a bit of activity with our students, even if they don't come to school, but one guy is organizing the so-called Bible study, and they invite speakers but they do it every Saturday night I wanted to come. I wanted to tell them to come here because there's a strong signal, and just one of them, the organizer, will come, and he's free to, you know. But anyhow, it's they have a difficulty because it's in the evening. So I think it's still ongoing, you know, still going on. So that's one only, no, from the CRIMSO, Center for Religious Education and Mission, student organization. And we also have an involvement in our outreach. We used to have a national catechism classes at Busao National High School. This is held in abeyance because of the pandemic. And secondly or thirdly, our Himigdiwa, our student organization Himigdiwa, sings at St. Joseph the Worker Cathedral every 7:30 in the morning. That's one of the outreach. Thirdly, we would like to go back to our outreach in Tanday, Corelia. In fact, after this, I'm going to Corelia to talk with the parish priest about our situation, whether we are again allowed to go there to have mass, confession, and so on. So that's it.
Wow, so much work to do under your office. So I understand, Father, that before the re-ed classes were at the College of Arts and Sciences. Am I correct?
Yes,
so
that's
now
right.
they are the re-ed classes are now moved to your office. That's CREAM. And so it's re-ed plus the education plus the mission part.
Yeah.
Which is the outreach. Yes. Okay, now
Mr. Rufino Ocon
Ocon.
is the one in charge, coordinator of the whole thing about academics. No?
Okay.
So he's in charge of the loading of teachers and in charge of calling a meeting for them and all these things. So I'm just facilitating the whole thing, but he is actually in charge of that.
So under the CREAM office, there's the re-ed. So you have a coordinator there, and you also have the outreach. And is there also a coordinator there, or it's just you on the outreach and the mission part?
Oh, we have no more people. So I am Loreto Oxtero takes care of the radio program.
The radio and the Himigdiwa also.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's also the advisor of the Himigdiwa. And Mr. Rufino Ocon takes care of the academics.
Okay. And then other than that, we also have the that's also part of your office, the 12 noon mass.
Yeah,
and
that's right. I forgot about it.
And then what else? The pilgrimage, probably.
Yeah, that's right.
The recollections, the masses. So much. I'd really like to center on the fact that this is the heart. Your office is the heart of the university, because we are the only Catholic, as a Catholic university. This is yes. So I'm very happy to know your programs, especially for this school year, and how much this will help the students, especially at this time.
Yeah, very much.
And I am hoping that there will be more live, like before the face-to-face classes, while the pandemic is still ongoing, and we are not allowed face-to-face classes. That like our masses, our activities, religious activities, are aired online, so that more students are able to join.
Yeah.
So this Word of Life, the radio program is a good one, not only for Inside HNU, but probably also for the people in Metro Tagbilaran and our students.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes. So, Father, uh, other than all of that, are there any special activities or stuff that you would like to announce or inform the people about other than the radio program? It's on
Okay.
106.5 FM, right?
Johnson Radio.
Yes, BYJR, Johnson Radio, 9
Yeah,
in the morning.
9 in the morning.
Yes.
So uh, we have already started it this
Okay.
week. So I hope it will continue
We
on.
already had that
until
in the last school year, but it was at 8 o'clock, I believe.
It was at 8:15
Or
and
8:15.
8:15, and the SVDs were complaining that the time is not really good because it's just that during that time they just arrived in the office, they are sweeping, the
Cleaning.
cleaning, everything. So said nobody's listening.
Okay.
So we transfer the time to 9 o'clock.
Yes, and that will be a good time because then everybody can tune in and it will
Yeah,
be like a community
prayer.
prayer, even if we're in
Yeah,
our own offices.
yeah, that's right.
Yes.
So
So
everybody prays.
yes, and starts the day with a prayer. So thank you
Yeah,
very much for putting that together and for each of the SBD to really like wake up and do that in our radio station.
it's also a
Yes,
challenge for the SBD because we have to prepare also. We just don't
yes,
go there and talk and talk. We have to
yes,
prepare ourselves.
yes.
So
And then there's the music, there's the religious music that's I heard, I
yeah.
listened, and uh, I remember, Father, last school year, when we're still traveling, I can hear it from Albor.
Ah,
Yes,
really?
I'm in the car,
Yeah, yeah.
it reaches,
Mm.
and then although there are some parts like in Baclayon, because we go up to Laya and then
Ah,
travel, there are some dead spots, but we can hear it, Father. So we can
ah,
really pray along.
yeah.
Yes, but this time we are already in the office, so no problem with like the sound and the transmission.
Mm.
Yes. So, are there any plans probably to air that uh, live on Facebook? Not yet, probably, huh? Still on the radio.
We still have to talk with Mr. Ray Agunod,
Mm,
and in fact, he told me this morning that
mm.
we can the mass in the chapel
Live.
can also be live. You
Yes.
know,
Yes.
they can make it live.
Yay.
So I
So
said,
good
we'll
to hear
take
that.
it one by one
Yeah.
because otherwise I don't know what to do anymore. If,
Well, we'll just assign people to do it for you, Father.
yeah, right. At the
Yes.
moment, I'm very busy with the program of the pilgrimage,
Yes.
which will
Oh,
be
yes.
on October 26th,
Okay. And
next
that's
week, Tuesday.
Tuesday. Yes.
Yeah. And there
And
are 6 groups of us, Holy Name University employees, 6 groups. One group will go to Lobok, the other to Luay, another one
to
to
Albor.
Albor,
And
yun yung
I'm in that
grupo.
group. Yes.
And then another one to Baclayon, and then another group to the cathedral, and the 6th group will go to Panglao.
Panglao.
And
Yes.
after all these 2 churches, after that, they exchange places. The cathedral goes to Panglao, Panglao goes to the cathedral, Albor goes to Baclayon, Baclayon to Albor, and Lobok
Lobok
goes
goes to
to
Luwai.
Luay, Luay goes to Lobok. After all these things, we are all coming to meet in Dawis for the Holy Mass. And how do you call that? A free packed lunch will be served.
Wow. Yes. And then and then I'm very happy to know that like we can uh the schedule, there's like praying of the rosary on the
Yeah,
way, and then in the church, and so on and so forth. So it's very highly organized, and it's I think it's something new
Yeah,
for
very,
us.
very new.
Yes. Yes, I'm also looking forward to that. And I hope, Father, that the mass in Dawis can be also aired
Oh,
live.
yeah, that's good, no?
We'll see how we can my
Yeah.
office can help you do
Okay.
that. We'll see. We'll make, talk and make arrangements on how we can do
Yeah,
that,
that's right. That
so
would be
the
a good
students
idea. Yeah.
can join. So
Uh,
imagine our 12 noon masses can be aired online. All other the big masses
oh,
also can be
yeah.
broadcasted live, and so on. So
That will be another challenge for us, SVD, because we have to prepare again whenever we have these masses. We have that's why I
yeah.
told them, you write it down so you don't have to there or talk anything under the sun. So you write it down so that you are on time to
When it's 30 minutes or 15 minutes. Okay, Father, it's October is the Rosary month. Do we have any plans for closing? And then what about the dawn masses? Do we still have that in December? And then other like Arnold Johnson birthday or celebrations. These are also coming up
yeah, yeah. We will
yes,
plan after the pilgrimage. We will have
on
another
the
plan.
on the next ones. Yes, Father. So we know because having been in the Catholic and in HNU, we already know what are the major like celebrations that we plan and we look forward to. The dawn masses, the opening mass is something to look forward to. The January 15th
Mhm.
birthday or
Mm,
anniversary of our the founder, and then
mm.
yes. So thank you very much for sharing. Are there some more that we probably missed, Father, or is that all that we are announcing for now?
Yeah, I think so. That's at the
uh,
moment it's
yes, my office will be uh, helping you in announcing all of these activities and programs of the cream. So
thank you.
uh,
Thank you very
I
much.
promise.
You're a very big help.
I
You are a
promise.
very big help.
Thank you, Father. I promise that I will work hand in hand with you on that also.
Okay.
So, Father, uh, I have a very favorite question. In all my in focus, I always ask them so that our audience, our viewers, our future students will know why HNU? Why should students enroll at HNU?
Okay. Uh, the first time I came to HNU or Divine Word College here in Bohol, the first time I came here, I began to love the place. In fact, I was telling them this is my second home because I had a very nice experience here at Divine Word College. And then I went out for how many years? And again, I came back. And when I came back, I said, I'm so fortunate that came back again to Bohol. I love this place. No, I love the people here. Um, HNU, which became a university in the year 2000 under Father Flor Camacho, is a very big university and it's the only Catholic university here in Bohol. No? Uh, so we are a bit different from all the other colleges and universities because we have religion classes, religious education classes, and we have liturgies like masses and confessions and other religious or spiritual activities like PAC. No? So it's entirely different from other university. And one of the best experience I had here was during that earthquake, here in Bohol, we were able to organize this Tabang Bohol. HNU was able to organize Tabang Bohol. And our students were really helping. So I thought, my gosh, these people here are really committed to their work. So I must say, I love this place. So parents and listeners of this, viewers of this program, I ask you to please enroll your sons and daughters here at HNU. Satisfaction guaranteed.
Yeah. And we encourage everyone to listen to Father Ness with that very heartfelt, full of love and emotion plea to our parents and students. We have come to the end of this conversation, Father. I want to thank you for, really accepting the invitation to be in the hot seat this afternoon. That's a standing joke in Focus, and for for allowing yourself to be interviewed, for bearing your soul and your heart for Bohol and for the Holy Namians. So thank you very much. So if I may ask you your closing statements, Father, for this afternoon. Your closing statement could be your invitation, or whatever you want to say and tell our students and parents.
Okay, just what I said earlier. Please enroll here at Holy Name University. No,
Yes.
as I've said again, satisfaction guaranteed.
Yes. Okay.
So we are not only forming students, we are forming persons of character. No?
Wow, that's a good one, Father. Servant leaders, persons of character, and so on and so forth. So thank you very much. This has been Vera Villucido. I'm the Marketing and Advertising Officer of Holy Name University. Thank you for joining us. This In Focus interview will be in the Holy Name University official Facebook page forever, and it will also be uploaded in our Holy Name University YouTube channel. The audio file will be aired in the DYJR Johnson Radio 106.5 FM. Please continue to follow us on Facebook. On Twitter, it's HNU Bohol. On Instagram, it's Holy Name University. Our website is www.hnu.edu.ph. Thank you very much and have a pleasant afternoon, weekend, and so on and so forth. So thank you very much. Thank you, Father.
Thank you too. Thank you too.
Okay. See you.
Okay.
Thank
God bless.
you and goodbye. And with that, we close.